Most people think success comes from luck or genius. But the truth? It comes from doing the boring stuff every single day, even when no one's watching. No applause, no shortcuts, just quiet discipline. He wasn't born rich or gifted. He was just tired. Tired of being broke. Tired of excuses, tired of waiting for the right moment. One day he decided that waiting was more painful than failing. And that moment changed everything. He started with zero, no connections, no capital, just a burning desire to change his life. Every morning he told himself, show up anyway. It didn't matter if it was raining, if he was exhausted, or if motivation was gone. He learned that consistency beats motivation every single time. And that's how the journey began. Not with a miracle, but with one brave step. What came next wasn't luck. It was discipline, self-belief, and emotional control. 3 invisible tools that quietly built an empire, one habit at a time. Because here's the truth no one likes to hear. You don't need more motivation. You need more momentum. And once you start, the game changes forever. He used to say he wasn't born with talent or luck. At 24, he was broke, more debts than dreams, but still believed he could flip the script. All he had was stubborn willpower and one simple idea: stay consistent until the impossible felt normal. While everyone else chased shortcuts, he was busy building discipline and emotional control, knowing real wealth starts in the mind, not the bank. The turning point came when he realized the secret wasn't being the smartest, it was being the most persistent. Day after day, he turned failures into lessons, fueling his self-confidence like a spark in the dark. In just 3 years, he went from debt to millionaire status, not because of a trick, but because he decided entrepreneurship is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, with over 100 million in results, he doesn't talk about luck anymore. He talks about process. He learned that whoever masters emotions masters the game. And the more he understood that, the clearer it became. Money's just the side effect of becoming someone who delivers value every single day. But the next step changes how you see financial freedom forever. Most people talk about getting rich, but few know what that actually means. He realized early that money without purpose is just another kind of prison. So, before chasing numbers, he stopped and asked himself, how much is enough to live well, peacefully, and free? That question flipped his mindset. Because entrepreneurship isn't about stacking cash, it's about earning the right to choose how you live. He figured out that freedom has a price, and you can calculate it. He worked out the yearly income he wanted and the assets needed to make it passive. Suddenly, the goal wasn't get rich, but live off income. And when the goal shifts, so does your behavior. Discipline and financial focus become your new best friends, and every decision turns into an investment in real results, not appearances. Being truly rich means waking up without an alarm, having time for what matters, and living on your own terms. Freedom doesn't fit in a bank account. It fits in a calm schedule. That's when he discovered the power of consistency, building a life where time works for you, not the other way around. But to get there, you need one game-changing skill. He realized money chases people who solve problems, not those who complain about them. And to solve big problems, you need a high-income skill. Creating, attracting demand, selling, or managing, different paths, same destination, self-confidence and freedom. He picked one lane and promised himself, for 1,000 days he'd master it, no matter what. During that time, discipline became his secret weapon. While most gave up after not seeing quick wins, he stayed focused on getting 1% better every day. He learned that consistency beats talent, and that entrepreneurship isn't magic, it's emotional math. The more you grow, the more value you give, and the more the market rewards you for it. Every lesson sharpened his emotional control. He started seeing challenges as stairs, not walls. And as his skill improved, something powerful happened. People wanted to work with him, learn from him, invest in him. That's when he discovered a truth that separates those who just survive from those who actually build wealth. He figured out that a salary is like oxygen, vital at first, but you can't live hooked to it forever. A paycheck keeps you afloat. Ownership sets you free. While others begged for raises, he hunted for equity. He didn't want a desk, he wanted a piece of the game. That's when entrepreneurship stopped being a dream and became a way of life. He started small, investing what little he had into ideas he believed in. Early results were slow, but he understood that every seed planted would someday bear fruit. Consistency became his unfair advantage. Each month, another small stake in something that paid him without his presence. The concept of Working for money started to fade. With time, he realized true freedom starts when money works for you. Ownership pays you while you sleep. It's the reward for discipline and emotional control. That's when he learned something priceless. Before becoming rich, you must become strategic. And that mindset led him straight into the next level, the real game of growth. He discovered that wealth isn't an event. It's a process, split into stages. The first one's simple but crucial. Stack cash with your skill. That's when discipline and emotional control decide your fate. He worked like crazy, saved relentlessly, treating every dollar as a soldier that had to return with backup. The second phase? Reinvest in yourself. Communication, persuasion, leadership. He learned your body might tire, but your mind is the engine that can't stop. That's when self-confidence truly bloomed. He started attracting opportunities instead of chasing them. Money follows who you become, not what you do. The third phase is for grown-ups. Take profits and let them work for you through assets and your own business. That's where consistency multiplies and time becomes your greatest ally. Every smart move shaves years off the struggle. And when your system starts running on its own, one question takes over your mind. How do you multiply all this even faster? He found out there's a ceiling to how much you can work, but no ceiling to how much you can leverage. That's when he dove headfirst into tech, automation, and AI. He realized these tools amplify entrepreneurship. They make your voice louder, your system smoother, and your results grow while you sleep. Leverage is working smarter, not harder. The second type of leverage? Content. He started sharing what he learned, and something wild happened. His audience exploded. Authority, trust, and opportunities began chasing him. When you drop real value daily, the world sends it back multiplied. Here, consistency was worth its weight in gold. Every post worked for him 24/7. But the real twist came through people. He saw that alone you move fast, but together you move far. Partnerships, collaborations, and a strong team built a network that supercharged everything. It was the fusion of tech and humanity. And that's when he realized the next key. If you want to grow endlessly, you need to master distribution. He noticed the gap between those remembered and those forgotten. Distribution. Your message could be genius, but if no one sees it, it's useless. So he picked one platform and made it his stage. Showed up every single day with discipline and consistency, delivering real value. The rule was simple. Show up with purpose, not just presence. Over time, he built his own media, an email list, text messages, direct lines to his people, no algorithms in between. That's pure entrepreneurship. Build an audience, earn trust, and turn connection into results. He realized attention is the new currency. Whoever controls attention controls the market. The final step was blending his offers into his content. He stopped selling and started teaching, and selling became effortless. His presence turned into a brand, his voice into authority. And as his reach exploded, he learned a crucial truth. It's not just about making more, it's about keeping and multiplying it. That's where financial discipline comes in. He learned the hard way. It's easy to make money, but hard to keep it. Freedom doesn't come from what you earn, but from what you keep and reinvest with consistency. Financial discipline became his shield against impulses. No lifestyle debt, no look successful nonsense. Every dollar became a seed for future growth. While most spent to impress, he invested to progress. Taking on smart debt, the kind that builds assets and entrepreneurship, was a turning point. He lived below his means for a few years, knowing that sacrifice would fast-track his freedom. Self-control became his strongest form of self-confidence. That mindset made him see money as a tool, not a trophy. When you stop chasing money and start directing it, the game changes. Every financial choice became a vote for his future self. And that's when he realized, the next stage isn't about having more, it's about becoming more. He finally got it. Money doesn't change who you are, it magnifies it. After years of discipline, consistency, and emotional control, he saw that the real power of money is what it buys most. Time. Time to create, rest, love, and build. With people who share your vision of entrepreneurship and meaning. The shift came when he started using money to build support around himself. He hired help, delegated tasks, freed his mind to think big. That move didn't just multiply his results, it brought him peace. His self-confidence grew because he wasn't running anymore. He was orchestrating. And soon, he realized the true reward. Money buys comfort, but the process of earning it buys wisdom. Every struggle shaped him. Every decision refined him. The biggest clue he'd made it when work started to feel like play and growth became effortless. At the end of it all, he realized the real prize wasn't the money. It was the peace of doing what he loves. When passion drives you, effort feels like play. Entrepreneurship stops being a chase and becomes a rhythm, and those who learn to dance with life discover the beat of freedom. He didn't need luck, talent, or inheritance. He needed discipline, consistency, and courage to keep going when no one believed. Success isn't a destination, it's a state of mind. It's pride in your path, not just your outcome. And here's the thing, it's available to anyone willing to start. Because in the end, wealth isn't about what you own, it's about who you become. When you master your emotions, value your time, and serve the world with purpose, everything changes. Money just confirms what you already knew. You've won the game of life. Looking back, he realized that the real win wasn't the cars, the house, or the money. It was the freedom to choose, to wake up without anxiety, to work because he wants to, not because he has to. He learned that peace is the new luxury, and the way to earn it is through discipline, focus, and consistency. The world keeps telling you to chase comfort, but comfort is what kills potential. Growth hurts, but it's worth every second. If you're reading this, remember, you're one decision away from changing your entire story. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Act before you feel ready. Move before fear catches up. Because one day you'll thank yourself for not quitting, for choosing to rise when everything told you to stop. That's when you'll understand the truth. Success isn't about luck, it's about showing up anyway. Now it's your turn. Get up, take the first step, and prove to yourself that the life you dream of isn't that far away.